When we talk about aging, we often picture wrinkles, joint pain, or the occasional "where did I put my keys?" moment. But the real story is unfolding at the microscopic level, inside your cells, in the furnace of life itself, the mitochondria. These tiny organelles aren't just the powerhouses of the cell, they're also timekeepers of aging, inflammation, and metabolic resilience. And while no one nutrient or practice can fully stop the aging clock, there is growing excitement around dietary strategies that support mitochondrial health, slow cellular wear and tear, and maybe even extend health span. Among the stars of this emerging field is niacin, a humble B vitamin that's now getting A-list attention in the world of mitochondrial medicine. Niacin, or vitamin B3, is more than just a coenzyme sidekick. It's a direct precursor to NAD, the molecule that fuels mitochondrial metabolism, DNA repair, and sirtuin activity, all critical to maintaining cellular function as we age. As NAD levels decline with age, so does mitochondrial efficiency. Cells become sluggish, oxidative stress ramps up, and the risk of age-related disease climbs. Boosting NAD? Through niacin or its more sophisticated cousins, like nicotinamide riboside, NR, or nicotinamide mononucleotide, NMN, is like giving your cellular engines a tune-up. But diet does more than just feed the NAD pathway. It provides a whole orchestra of metabolic cues that can tune mitochondrial performance up or down. And when the music plays right, the results can be surprisingly profound. One of the most effective and ancient dietary tools for mitochondrial resilience is fasting, not the trendy version with protein bars labeled keto-friendly, but the biological rhythm of periodic energy scarcity. When you fast, the body shifts away from constant glucose burning and begins relying on stored fat, producing ketones as an alternate fuel. This isn't just a clever metabolic trick. Ketones like beta-hydroxybutyrate serve as signaling molecules that activate mitochondrial biogenesis, reduce oxidative stress, and stimulate genes involved in longevity, including sirtuins. Fasting also forces cells to clean house through autophagy, recycling damaged mitochondria and proteins, preventing the kind of cellular clutter that accelerates aging. And interestingly, fasting naturally increases NAD levels as the body shifts its energy priorities, meaning it may work synergistically with niacin-based strategies rather than independently. Then come polyphenol, the plant world's biochemical love letters to your mitochondria. Compounds like resveratrol from red grapes, quercetin from onions and apples, and catechins from green tea mimic some of the effects of calorie restriction without needing to skip dinner. These molecules activate AMPK and SIRT1 pathways, enhancing mitochondrial function, improving insulin sensitivity, and dampening inflammatory cascades. Polyphenol essentially whisper to your mitochondria, encouraging them to work harder, clean better, and survive longer. It's no coincidence that diets high in polyphenol-rich foods, like the Mediterranean or Okinawan diets, are associated with remarkable longevity and low rates of chronic disease. These aren't just cultural food habits, they're mitochondrial support protocols in disguise. Ketones themselves, whether generated through fasting or low-carb diets, offer additional benefits beyond energy replacement. Beta-hydroxybutyrate not only fuels neurons and muscles efficiently, but also acts as an epigenetic modulator, tweaking gene expression in ways that promote cellular stress resistance. In the context of aging, this is huge. With age, mitochondria become more vulnerable to stress, less efficient at generating ADP, and more likely to leak damaging reactive oxygen species. Ketones help reinforce mitochondrial membranes, reduce inflammation, and even inhibit the NLRP3 inflammasome, a key driver of age-related diseases like Alzheimer's and type 2 diabetes. But this isn't about finding a magic bullet. Mitochondrial medicine isn't built around a single molecule or meal, it's about alignment. Aligning your diet, lifestyle, and cellular needs to reduce metabolic friction. It's about creating an environment where mitochondria don't just survive, but thrive, efficiently generating energy, repairing damage, and communicating with the rest of the cell in ways that preserve function. That means supporting NAD with nutrients like niacin, but also embracing intermittent fasting, colorful plant-based antioxidants, and metabolic flexibility through ketone production. And while supplements may help, the core tools are already available. Eat real food, move your body, stop eating sometimes, and give your cells the metabolic variety they evolved with. In the end, aging is inevitable, but the rate and quality of aging are malleable. Mitochondria are not passive passengers in this process. They're active agents, responding to the cues we give them through every bite, every fast, every lifestyle decision. So if you're looking to age with more energy, fewer pills, and maybe a little swagger, start by thinking small, microscopically small. Because the path to a younger you may very well run straight through your mitochondria.